Folks, I have a dream, but I should probably mention that for you it's probably going to be a nightmare. Today I want to found the Holy Roman Empire as Prussia, which means we're going to get a Protestant Holy Roman Empire that is, without a doubt, the rightful heir to Rome. I am extremely keen to jump in, but let me tell you real quick that this video is sponsored by Paradox Interactive and that you don't just have to watch me create this abomination, no, you can even do this yourself. If you play the game right now, it will be free to play from today to the 20th, and you should definitely check it out because my god, this new update brings so many new things in, but some things stay pretty much the same. This is still Victoria 3, we are still Prussia, and we are still looking at Austria, trying to take them down so that we can even form Germany. Now, to form the HRE, we need to go a good bit further. You can see it right here, this is Germany and this is the HRE. If we form it though, we get all of these cultures as our primary cultures, which is just absolutely overpowered. So yeah, you know I have to do it. This does mean that we need to basically take on the entire world, because without conquering the Dutch, the Belgians, the Italians, the Swiss and the Austrians, this just isn't gonna work. Alright, but first things first. If we do want to conquer the world, we have to at least make our economy relatively strong to begin with. Now, there were some changes, quite really big changes here when it comes to 1.5, because all of a sudden we have local prices. What you pay locally for a good is different from the overall market price. This makes it so that if I, for example, produce clothing right here in Silesia, as we do, that will be cheaper for Silesians compared to people elsewhere in the market. Now, at the start of the game, what that means is that locations that have coal, sulfur, lead, iron and wood and all that stuff together are ideal for your initial industrialization, because of course they all produce it locally and with that can have it cheaper than if you build it all over the country. This means that, for example, Silesia here is the ideal state. They got coal, they got iron, they got lead, they even have sulfur. So what we're going to do first is build up the construction sector right here in Silesia. We're going to make sure that we build as much as possible and buy as much as possible locally in Silesia. On top of that, let's just upgrade our iron mine significantly. And yeah, after that we're going to jump straight into, of course, the tooling workshop production, because we need all of these things for our construction sector. The more we have it locally, the cheaper it will be. Now, the other thing besides emphasizing local production is this right here. We have companies, and don't get me wrong here, I love Friedrich Krupp. If you actually get this one to be productive, oh my god, this bonus is amazing. But currently, it just kind of doesn't do anything for us. Companies are really big for you in this update, because they give you this throughput bonus, which makes it more efficient to have something in a particular building for all buildings that this company covers, which in this case is basically nothing. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go and we're going to make one of these more productive, because then we get more taxes, we get more investment pool, and so on. I think I would like to focus on clothing, because that is actually in Silesia as well, which should make it so that, yep, we should be printing money. They are threatening rebellion, which makes it now pretty easy for me to say, hey, you know what, Junkers, you gotta eat this one. In their own rural community, every farmer should be a king, my friends. And you know what, I was looking at this. We have plenty of different attainable companies, so these are companies that we could get. And right now, getting a throughput and a construction bonus on textile mills is nice, but it could be better. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if we dissolve this, we could either make it much better for us to have logging camps, or, and I'm trending towards this right here, getting iron mines to be so much more efficient that we can export it into the world. And being sort of the iron motor of the world, I mean, is there anything more Prussian than this? Yeah, look at how much money they're making. In general, it is harder to build your economy on this patch, but oh my god, the weekly balance we're getting out of this, entirely because of our throughput bonus, is huge. And this bonus, of course, comes from here. And constructing more iron mines is all the cheaper because, well, of the company. Now, the important part here is as well that we're not just, buying this ourselves, so it's not me paying for my own growth. Take a look at this. These trade routes exist because we are so much more efficient at creating iron than Russia, Belgium, Austria, and so on. Play with companies in this patch. I'm telling you straightforward, it's so good for your efficiency. And I just got the tech to get another company, and I'll be honest with you, it's pretty straightforward. We're gonna go with forestry. We have some really good, I mean, look at this, and look at this right here. We have some amazing army-oriented companies, but it doesn't really matter, because right now we're just building up our economy, and we have plenty of wood, so you know what, let's make it easier to produce. And dang, while we were growing and growing rich, the Germans have found out that, hey, Germany is a thing that might want to exist. This makes it so now that we can form the NGF. If indeed we resolve Schleswig-Holstein, so we defeat the Danes, shouldn't be that difficult. They are Danish after all. And if we then go on and actually defeat Austria in a war for supremacy. We have this right here. Now, unifying Germany is a really, really important stepping stone on our way to the HRA. So we're definitely going to do this, but honestly, give me a couple of years, because man, we are growing richer and richer. Alright, now the law that we really need is the one that makes the industrialists happy. Listen, that is the biggest concern that we have right now. If they're just at +5, they will immediately give us a +20% production research speed, which means everything I'm doing here will be much, much faster, and then we can move on to the military and really knock some heads in. Just looking at this, honestly, I really find technocracy interesting, but I'm not sure that we could push this through. Yeah, the Junkers would really, really hate that. Maybe wealth voting, but yeah, they'd also hate that already. I do like laissez-faire, and quite frankly, I'm gonna go with laissez-faire. The most important people don't care about it, and the industrialists love it, making it so that they will give us the extra bonus here, hopefully. Now guess what? Laissez-faire grants us an additional company. I will be the production powerhouse of this world. Ah man, and at this point we might actually want to walk towards, you know, at least something going on here when it comes to warfare. I have now built as much iron, I think, as I want for the foreseeable future, and am pivoting towards just tools and steel, so this wouldn't be a bad arrangement at all. I'm not sure what to take. The state construction efficiency modifier is so good, but getting better tool workshop throughput is even better. Or is it? No, okay, I'm gonna go with the Steel Company of Westphalia, just because I believe in the state construction efficiency modifier. But oh man, I think eventually we're gonna pivot towards this. The army offense, all that stuff is amazing. Democracy manifest. Much like the Kurfürsten were voting in the old HRE, we now have the rich industrialists voting. Ooh, and what the hell is going on down here? Peru-Bolivia has formed. I really like their flag. And then Brazil has become a republic. They kicked out Pedro. Oh, wait a minute, is this a slaving republic? Oh, yes it is. Okay. So Brazil has chosen the evil path. And there is now a minor rebellion going on right here in Hanover, and I think we can use this to our advantage. Oh my god, they are willing to become a protectorate for free. I will absolutely agree to this, and we're gonna take a look at our beautiful armies here. Alright, lads on tour. We could give you some chocolate, sure, chocolate isn't bad. Some liquor for extra morale, not that you need it, against a peasant revolt in Hanover. And then I'm gonna start mobilizing you and send you to the front line. And that is just such a beautiful thing. I need to slow down here though, because obviously they move pretty fast. Look at them go. I love it so much. They're literally going all the way. If you have railways, which we here currently don't, they actually are on a train. Later they are on an armored train. It's so pretty. Man, seriously. There is nothing that the art department of Victoria 3 can do that isn't absolutely gorgeous. And then look at him go. I mean, how cute is this? I swear to God. I'm excited for the actual war against Austria and co, because my god, we're gonna see a lot of this. Brother, the watch on the Rhine. The French are claiming our West Rhinish territory. Buddy, why don't you come and find out, yeah? Why don't you come over here and see what this gets you? Of course, it's Napoleon. This son of a gun. You know, Hamburg, Kiel, Flensburg, it's all so beautiful. And I think I should have it. What we're gonna do now is we're going to finish Schleswig-Holstein by taking apart the Danish. At least I hope it's gonna work. I'm gonna conquer one part and then just liberate the other. It should be fine, if I'm not mistaken. You liberate subject, there you go. We might have Sweden against us, but I'm not concerned about Sweden. I mean, come on. I'm gonna take Scania from you, Sweden, because you harassed me for no good reason, okay, pal? Aww, and how cute. Hanover just went, you know what? I'm siding with Prussia for no reason. I'll just do it. Ah, that's so nice. That's so sweet of them. How boring. I was so excited to completely dismantle Sweden, and then Denmark just gives in. Alright, and now that we have the actual shrapnel artillery, which is going to be massive in our war, these stats are just crazy better. It's actually insane. Let's just upgrade all of our armies here, and I think I gotta rename them. Obviously, we gotta be gloriously cool when we march in there, but I think we're gonna start, you know, just destroying them. It's time. Winning a war against Austria, I mean, how hard could it be? If the real Hohenzollern did it, then we might as well be able to do it. I don't think that they have any strong allies here. Yeah, I mean, Bavaria, these Italians here. Who cares? All the big powers are on my side. I don't think I'm going to call them in. I want to settle this one-on-one, but I'm going to be honest with you, yeah. Everybody hates Austria, as it should be. Now, the big question here is, what do we do from there? I would really like it, and we can't do it. I would really love it if we could actually go and release Hungary. I don't think we can do that, though. Transferring Krakow doesn't really do much for me. I could make Schleswig a protectorate. No, they're gonna annex them anyway. It just doesn't matter. I think what we gotta do here is take Bohemia, because Bohemia is, of course, you know, where much of their economy is. Let's take a look at that. 11% of their entire GDP just gone. And Bohemia is also a part of forming Germany. So the way I see this is, I think I'm gonna demand Bohemia and see where we are left here. I hope nobody joins in against me just because of this. And you know, listen, I don't know. I'm just gonna liberate Transylvania. Who cares, right? Can I do anything else here? Liberate Trieste? No, I think you're staying where you are. Sorry, pal. It's beautiful. What do you want me to say? The soundscape, the visuals, I love this. It's so good. So this right here is a battle that we are going to win, and I want you to just take a look at the little men. They are falling over as they die. As the battle progresses and one side loses, they start dying, they start falling over, and the artillery, for example, also breaks. You can hear the sound. I mean, it's insane. Dude, I love the effects of how dramatically they fall over and die. And just in a second here, if I'm not mistaken, let's take a look at this. They even celebrate. How cool is that? And that's how easy that is. We are now pushing in. It's effectively over for them. Once Vienna falls in its entirety, indeed, they will also be capitulating. I mean, we've completely trashed them. Let's take a look at the statistics here, okay? I have significantly, actually, our dead are pretty close, but I have significantly fewer wounded, and, well, the cost of war isn't properly showing. I'm making a profit. That's all I can say, and with that, let's conquer the rest of Vienna here and call it a day. And just like that, we have achieved the North German Federation. Oh, there. I thought they wouldn't join us. Listen, we currently look disgusting. It's fine. All you need to know is we have annexed all the fools around us. Now, I will say, the world will know of our achievement because I really care about the additional influence so that I can get rid of, you know, anything related to the issue of infamy as soon as possible. Ah. And it's the poo-poo color. Beautiful. You know, honestly, this isn't all that easy. We could just sit down and say, okay, we want to convince Austria to join us here long term, but honestly, I don't want to do that. I can completely eviscerate them in warfare anyway. And if I form Germany now, rather than waiting for pan-nationalism to get Alsace-Lorraine for free, well, no infamy anyway, I can also build up those areas. So, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to form Germany as we are. All hail the king, indeed. We get a claim on Alsace-Lorraine. Actually, I just need more loyalists, thank you very much. And the German Empire has been founded. This now makes it so that we, by far, have the biggest potential in terms of economic growth. Now's the time to outgrow everybody and completely eviscerate them thereafter. It's just so peaceful. Honestly, too peaceful. I think it is time for round 2, and this time, say goodbye to Hungary, because I'm going to take the German-speaking part and Hungary can keep whatever the hell remains. Now, this is also additionally going to be pretty damn nasty, because every single thing that I might take here will cost us so much. I don't think it's long anymore, though. Before long, we're going to go into total war mode. We will not care about infamy anymore, and we will just destroy our opponents as they stand before us. Huh. Russia sides with Austria. I smell that it's time to completely annihilate the Russians as well. Folks, now this is what I am talking about, okay? Admittedly, I am being the villain in this world for trying to restore the amazing Roman Empire. But man, just look at that. Is this beautiful or what? Time to crush him. That's disgusting. This is just disgusting. Unbelievable numbers here. It's just positively insane. And now we are winning, just for the record. You can see it right here. We are demolishing them, although, of course, at a heavy cost. As soon as I switched into attack, our death-to-death ratio was much, much closer to theirs. I do have better tech when it comes to, you know, taking care of the wounded, so we're doing better there as well. But yeah, what matters right now is that we get Austria out of this war as soon as possible. Oh, God. What have we done? I need to give this somehow. I need to give it back to Hungary. That is horrifying. Belgium, I think you've existed for long enough. They do not even stand a chance anymore. We're completely annihilating them. Look at them. The British are here. And what is it gonna do for them? Absolutely nothing. Oh, and look, I took down Belgium and the British actually immediately tried to reinvade. Because if I don't hold this entirely, I can't win this war. Luckily, of course, my units were ready. They were waiting right here in the Rhine area. And, I mean, with that, there you go. Belgium is ours. It doesn't look beautiful, but it's a really important step. And this is what we were waiting for. This is what we shall utilize to now start not just a world war, but the entire world at war. I'm going to move ourselves into siege artillery, and right after we do that, we will go mad. I want to say thank you to all the Czechs out there for giving me these insane bonuses. We are gonna clap. Alright, tell you one thing. We can get away with one more war and then immediately after start another one, and then we will be above the infamy limit. I will do one war against Switzerland and then we immediately rush against the Netherlands to just clean this entire area up. Swiss people out there, I'm so sorry, because this is not gonna be pretty. Do check out this train, by the way. That is us. I absolutely love it. It's an armored train. We got artillery on the back. And, well, where we are going, it's gonna be nasty. Look at the kill rate. Literally 2 seconds in, and it's over. They're never gonna recover from this. It's done. Much better. Much better indeed. Now, let's move on. Let's go insane. Let's lose our minds. Because apparently that is the name of this game. There really just are some things where at some point, infamy really is just a number. And yeah, look at them all lean into the enemy all of a sudden. I'm gonna intimidate them here. I'm gonna mobilize every single army. One thing has to be clear. We are the hegemon of this continent, okay? There is no way that nobody else actually was willing to come in here. They have to be so afraid of everything that we have to offer. Let me double check something here, right? I think we can tell... we can't actually tell just how much prestige comes from our army versus our enemies. 1005. What about Britain? How much is coming from 550? You guys are absolutely screwed. Yeah, ouch. They're gonna lose every single battle of the war, and I'm bringing maybe half my army. Siege artillery and our companies and our economy is completely ravaging them here. Just listen to the sound of this battle. This is just, it's lunacy. We won. There you go. To nobody's surprise, I guess, we did indeed win. Look at this. This is so disgusting. We completely eviscerated the manpower in every army they have. We have 309 battalions and have 300,000 men left. They have 122 battalions with 8,000 men. Whew. And listen, just like I said, on the way to greatness, we're no longer stopping anywhere because I don't care whether this infamy ever goes down. I rule these parts, okay? Let's take care of Austria here and take whatever we can. The Russians had the gall to come in here. No luck, buddy. You're gonna have a really, really bad time. It's actually unbelievable. Just look at these numbers. I have half the troops that they have on this front line. They're getting eviscerated because they're running into automatic machine gun fire. And most importantly, check that out. We now have trench infantry. Look at these beautiful dioramas. They had 400,000 men here. It has already been halved. Trench infantry, siege artillery, machine guns. They're all here and they're all having a good time. Just look at this. This is... Whew, oh boy. And folks, this is the last war needed to form the Holy Roman Empire that I have been missing so dearly in this game, coming of course from CK3. A glorious union indeed. We get 25 prestige. That is not worth all that much, but we have now become the Holy Roman Empire under Waldemar von Hohenzollern. Everybody hates the guy and he's Protestant. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Hey, listen, I don't care. Tell that to my army. This now also makes it so, as you can see, that we now have the primary culture of North German, South German, Czech, Dutch, Flemish, Wallonian, Alemannic, North Italian, and Slovene. These are glorious times. You know, you really have to think about this. Who destroyed the Holy Roman Empire? That's right, it was this guy's family. And now we're just kicking him out. Hey, you know, tit for tat. Argentina and 2 Sicilies side with France. Who else? Come on, everybody, get in here, okay? United States of America side against us. Where's Britain? Oh, there's Russia. Time to teach every single one of them a lesson. I wish we could have even more war goals, but no matter. This is the dismemberment of France. Alright, and let's take a look at this. This is the Western Front. This is what really matters. 349,000 of ours against 505,000. Ah, but one of our troops is worth a lot more than theirs. Yeah, we're gonna completely destroy them. And let me just tell you, by the way, in the east, the front is even clearer. I mean, they basically have nothing here. They really looked at the war goals and were like, I need to defend France. Yeah, Russia is wide open. And you know, I'm curious, what the hell is the infamy map? Oh, okay, yep, it's just me. I'm the only one with infamy, of course. Look at these massive battles, and they are just not prepared. We have the Holy Roman Empire right here with siege artillery, with trench infantry, and they are hanging out with skirmish, with shrapnel. I have outpaced them, and yeah, you can see the result right here. It's an extremely clear victory, despite incredible odds. Paris, oh Paris, I am coming for you. Check out these battles. Jesus Christ, man. I really still love it, how they just fall over as they start losing the battle. They just, you know, die one by one. See it right there. It's so cute. And there it is. The battle for Paris is starting. They haven't even built the Eiffel Tower, but don't worry about it. Their nation is no longer important. Yeah, it's over. And there it is. Folks, what France did to us is now being repaid 1,000-fold. I will take all of this and release Brittany just to spite them. You can actually, and I kid you not, you can actually see it in their population curve. Jesus Christ. What about Russia right here? I mean, they've been stagnating, I guess, ever since I started bullying them. What about my own? Oh, yep. Nope. You can see when we started our wars. You can absolutely see it. And my job here is done. Wow. I absolutely love it. And honestly, I'm hungry. I'm gonna finish up Italy. My friends, I think we can all agree that I created something beautiful here. Make sure to check out Victoria 3 while it is free until the 20th. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later, alligator.